look at the beauty that is New Mexico, just the West in general. You can see for miles and miles. I love this. We're about to be going through that big rainstorm out west. There's a little one over there. That looks severe. This truck right here is sketchy. Yeah, now it's really raining. Holy cow. Y'all don't understand. It's not just the rain, it's so windy. Ridiculously windy. Like that truck that we just passed was like moving like this. The things you see when you're on the road. Porta potty. I'm in Flagstaff, and there's a ton of mullein growing. I used to call it mullein. I still like that because I like pronouncing the vowels. But mullein is amazing it's an amazing herb. You can steep it, you can use it as a compress, and for me, what I use it for is I've got some compression going on my spine back here, right where my neck is, like C5, C6. And I use it, and what it started to do for me is it started to heal kind of how my bones shouldn't be like that, right? So it starts to like heal that. So I've been using it for that. It's also amazing for if you have like a lung irritation. It's great for any kind of like phlegm in the lungs. So I use it for that. You can smoke it. It can soothe your lungs in that sense, but I prefer not to smoke in general, so I just use it for tea and compresses. But I'll show you the plant. So here's one, and I'm going to gather from this one, that one, this one. I mean, there are so many, and they're just huge out here. But basically, I mean, one leaf from this plant is enough. So I'm just going to take this one leaf. Just like that. Big old leaf. Sucker's huge. And then I'm going to walk over here and take another leaf from here. And I'm really liking this one. So I'm going to take this leaf. There we go. Nice, beautiful mullein. Might take one from this plant in the back here. It looks good. There we go. Another piece of mullein, and then I wanted to take one from the very center of the field because this is the one that caught my eye. So sometimes I just feel like, you know, God like puts them in a certain place to like speak to you, and this one was definitely calling my name. Huge leaf. I've never seen mullein grow this big, and I feel like I'm gonna take one from the center, like maybe two from the center, because there are different medicinal uses for the ones closest to the inside versus the older leaves. So look at this harvest. Beautiful. This is also known as the toilet paper plant because you technically could use the leaves as toilet paper. They're so soft. Like this one is perfect for medicinal use because it is very small, super soft. Like this is ridiculously soft. I'm probably going to take a couple leaves from this guy just because this is a good medicinal stage for tea. Like right when they come out is they're just jam-packed full of nutrients. The mullein likes to grow where the soil's been sort of disturbed, but also every year it will put out one big stalk, I think every 2 years maybe, but it puts out one really big stalk, and the stalk is like full of seeds, and then it'll spread itself. But something interesting about the seeds is that people back in the day, now it is illegal to do this now, but back in the day, they would take the seeds from the stalk, and fishermen specifically would take these seeds and throw them into the water, like a little lake or wherever they were, and wait a couple minutes, and it would shock the fish into floating up to the top, and then they would just gather them with nets, which is why it's illegal to do that, because that's just, that's the easy way out. I'm sure there's other reasons. But anyways, now you know a little bit about the common mullein. Big old leaves. And where you're at, they can grow any size. Small like this to just massive, ginormous leaves. Now here's a beautiful plant and flower. This is the Wyoming Indian paintbrush, and this color to me is just beautiful. It's like a coral orange, and I mean, God knows I love that color. I love it when he paints the sky that way, and then I just ran into this plant, and it's just so beautiful. But I don't know anything about it at this point, just the name. But sometimes, you know, you don't have to use a plant for anything in particular, just observe its beauty, and it'll minister. That ministers to you alone. Isn't that beautiful? Just how pretty that is. Okay, I wanted to show you guys. So these are the mullein seeds, or I guess you could say the stalks. They come about off of the mullein plant. The leaves are all dried up, and then they create these seeds, and then inside of these little shells there's tons of little baby seeds, and yeah, they just kind of fall all over the place. See, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, now you know. We're at Walnut Canyon National Monument, and here you're gonna get to see some really cool cliff dwelling areas where there used to be people living in the cliff sides, and they still have the remnants of what it used to look like. Very cool place. We're entering into the Cliff Dwellers site. Perfect shelter. But yeah, like, wow. They lived in here. Had their little homes. This is where they hung out. Ate food. Told stories. And their views are pretty spectacular. Constantly had to plaster the walls. Dude, I could sleep like right there. Yeah. No problem. It would be amazing. It's like such a nice, cool night. Like, the weather here is so amazing right now. It feels so good. Oh, look. Look at this. Can we go in them? Okay, oh my gosh. Like, this ceiling is, I'll tell you right about here. I'm touching the ceiling. Wow, this is so cute and cozy. 100% I could stay in here. feel like I'm literally part of their tribe. Like, there's just so much history, but also life. I don't know. Knowing that people lived like this is just cool. Like, this is so cozy. Like, you have this little corner. I mean, super cozy.
It looks like they probably did the fire back here.
Yeah, because of the ceiling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. You imagine the meals, like the delicious, yummy meals we would have back here?
Yeah.
Mountain food.
Everything fresh. Yeah.
Well, they'd go hunt and gather. Overall, this was my husband and I's favorite hike that we did in Flagstaff. It was just so interesting seeing how they used to live. We call them the cliff dwellers, but I mean, really, they were the Hopi people. And it was just so cool to see all the history and get to experience such a unique and interactive walk through time. Also wanted to mention there are quite a bit of stairs to try to get down and then back up. And towards the end, we were able to see a little squirrel. And so all in all, it was awesome. I would totally do this again, and I would highly recommend if you're looking to do something fun in Flagstaff.